A film I watched over Christmas this year was The Substance, the acclaimed new film from Coralie Fargeat about a major movie star approaching the end of her career. Elizabeth Sparkle is played by Demi Moore, and she's a Oscar-winning actor with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, who is now an aerobics instructor on TV. However, on her 50th birthday, she's sacked, and furious about being passed over, she gets word from a contact that a new treatment is available called simply The Substance, and it can offer a rejuvenating twist to herself. She gets hold of it and tries it out, and a new version of herself, younger, more toned perhaps, is birthed from the crevice in her back. The two have to split lives, share the each other's existence at the potential cost to their own health. But as they both become greedy for more, the balance of the two is upset. I thought this was a terrific film. It's a dark satire on such a range of ideas of perceptions of female beauty and femininity, the beauty regime as a whole industry, um, the entertainment and the media's obsession with youth and female vitality and their ignorance of what older people and older women have to offer, the sexualization of media and of women. There's so much going on here, and Faugier's brilliance is making sure that all these different notes are hit because it's not a subtle film in any way. There's a lot of visual symbolism, there's a lot of very on the nose elements to the way the story is told. It's surprisingly light on dialogue, I noticed. There are whole long sequences with no dialogue. It's told entirely through visuals and through action, as Elizabeth and her younger other self, Sue, played by Margaret Qualley, almost are in a proxy war against each other. As the film goes on, it becomes more of a body horror movie as the balance between the two is upset and Elizabeth starts to degenerate. And the makeup effects, particularly towards the end of the movie, are extremely impressive, done completely for real in camera with prosthetics and makeup effects. Very, very, very strongly accomplished. I was also surprised that although the movie is incontrovertibly set in Los Angeles, the heart of the entertainment sector, it is a French film. It was shot in studios in Paris and on location on the Côte d'Azur because you need that particular kind of sunshine and the palm trees and everything. Although it was produced by Working Title, a British production company, and originally financed by Universal, who, after seeing a test screening of the movie, realised what they'd done and immediately dropped it. But it was picked up by Mubi, the niche cineast streaming platform, which is now offering it online, and they in fact have a month-long free trial for those who want to sample it. It's scheduled for DVD release later in 2025, but until then, that's a very convenient way to watch it. It's a really terrific film. There are great performances. Demi Moore, I don't think, has ever been better. Margaret Qualley is now cementing herself as a major star. Dennis Quaid is the executive who cuts Elizabeth loose and then takes Sue on as his new protege, is wonderfully over the top, utterly gruesome, monstrous, tasteless character, inevitably called Harvey. But it's a fantastically ghoulish character. But the photography looks fantastic. The direction is so carefully thought out, brilliantly conceived and managed and orchestrated. It feels like there's a conductor in charge of a symphony orchestra and conducting the whole movie through each of these movements, through each of these ideas and symbols and scenes. It's a perfectly produced film. Um, as I say, towards the end, the body horror really kicks in and it goes really over the top. It may be more than some people can stomach. I thought it was fantastic. I was laughing all the way through. It's a very funny movie, as well as being grim and sad and angry. It's the complete package in many ways. I found it to be absolutely thrilling, absolutely fascinating. real food for thought, loads of indelible images that really burned into my mind. Um, I thought it was fantastic. It owes a debt to past sort of youth recaptured stories like The Picture of Dorian Gray or John Frankenheimer's film Seconds about rejuvenating into a younger body. But by taking on the female perspective, by taking on the idea of the perception of women in the media and other much more 21st century ideas, it's really brought it up to date. It's really made it its own story. And as a result, I think this is quite probably the film of the year. I'm thrilled that it's had the critical acclaim that it has and that it's been a surprise smash hit. It's made almost $80 million, 4 times its budget for a near 2.5 hour movie that doesn't even remotely feel that long. Certainly the longest horror movie I've seen in quite a while. But it's great. It's everything that a film like this can be, and more besides. I expect. I adore it.